Hi, welcome to the Tableau versus Qlikview video series. My name is Jay Harder, and this is video 1, creating a basic chart. We're going to create a basic chart in Tableau, then we're going to create one in Qlikview. Let's go ahead and get started. So we open Tableau, and the screen is fairly intuitive. We're just going to connect to data. I'm going to choose an Excel data source that came with Tableau. And this is the data window. I'm just going to drag a sheet over and it'll populate that data sheet below. And everything looks fine, so just go over to my sheet. And I'm just going to pull in sales and customers, hit the show me, and it automatically creates that chart. And now I'll click on the sort button there to sort them in descending order by sales. And I just want to pull in the top sales by customer, or rather, top customers by sales. I'm just going to pull in the top 10 here. And I just want to put a label on the chart so we can see the amount. I'm not crazy about the way that looks, so I want to format that. So I'm going to format this sales item here to currency and 0 decimal places. It's starting to look pretty good. And I think I will go ahead and save that. And just some other cleanup items. I'm going to get rid of this header. And I'm going to add a title to the dashboard, calling it top 10 sales by customer. And actually, I think I want to do top 20 sales by customer. So I'm going to go ahead and change this filter to show top 20. And it's looking pretty good. So what I want to do is add this to the dashboard in Tableau. This is actually the storyboard, so I don't want that. I'm going to get rid of that one and go to the dashboard icon and add it to the dashboard. So that is how to create a basic chart in Tableau. Now let's go ahead and try to do the same in Qlikview. Okay, so from Qlikview, we're just going to start with a new document. You kind of start with a blank slate. It's not quite as intuitive as Tableau is, but once you get used to it, it's okay. I'm going to go into Edit Script. You've got some default global variables here. We're not going to talk about those right now. We're just going to load a table file, launch this table file wizard, and that's what it considers Excel. So I'm just going to open this Excel document. Similar to Tableau in the sense that you can choose your sheet, or if you wanted to change your field names, you could. There are a lot of other options you could do, like if you had a cross-tab query in both systems, you can handle it here. But for here, I'm going to keep all the labels as they are, and I'm just going to click on Finish. Notice it looks a little more scripty here. I mean, it looks like almost like we're loading a SQL script. In essence, we're loading this into memory in both Qlikview and in Tableau. I'm going to hit OK here. And we still kind of have this blank slate. I'm going to save it first. And in order to actually get that data, we're going to need to load the script that we just created. So to do that, you hit the Reload Script button. Okay, and just to prove that we've actually loaded some data, I'm going to just throw some list boxes on the screen, just random. and here they are. So we can see we've got customers and city, country, and so on. All right, so I'm going to get rid of those. That's not what we want. I'm going to create that same chart, the top customer by sales amount chart. So let's jump right in and do that. So I just right click, new sheet object, chart, and the bar chart is what I want. That's fine. There's a lot of other chart types. We're not going to get into those right now. So the dimension is what we want to group the sales by. That's going to be customer name. So I'll just double click on customer name. And then we'll just go to the next button here. And now we're into our expressions tab. So this is where you want to, if you want to count something or add something, you have to tell Qlikview what it is you want to do. In this case, we want total sales, so I'm going to type in sum of sales. And I just noticed that I believe I typed that wrong. It is case sensitive, so I had a lowercase s. Now it says expression OK. So we're good to go. And I don't like that label. If sum of sales, I'm going to change it to sales. I'm not going to actually go through any of the other tabs right now. I'm just going to hit finish, and we have our chart. Chart doesn't look too pretty right now. It's basically showing every single customer. So we want to just show the top 20 customers. So let's just go tab by tab here and handle that. So I'm going to start with the tab all the way to the left. This is where we can put a title in. So I'm just going to type in here, top 10 sales by customer. For dimensions, I think we're all set here. Dimension limits, this is where we can actually say we want the largest 10 values. So I apply that, but I don't like that big bar at the end. That's grouping everything else into others, so I'm going to get rid of that. And for expressions, let's go ahead and add values to those data points. On the sort tab, I don't like the way it's sorted, so we're going to sort by the Y value. Let's apply that and see how it looks. So I like the way it's sorted. I'm not crazy about the way it looks. Let's keep going. We'd rather have a horizontal bar chart, so we're going to change it in style. We'll change that number format when we get to that tab. But continuing in order for the presentation tab, skip over that and go to the axis tab. I want to show the grid, but I want to hide the axis at the bottom there because it's kind of redundant since we already have the numbers on the bar chart. So we'll show the grid on the dimension labels. Also going to change the width there instead of 0 point to 1 point. That gives us a line there on the y-axis. Colors are fine. The blue bar there is okay. I'm going to change transparency to 100% for the background. That'll just kind of, I think, give it a cleaner look. For number, here's where we can get rid of those decimal places. We can also put a symbol there, and if it's in thousands, millions, or billions, we can have Qlikview recognize that. Notice it doesn't say it's in thousands. That actually only works for the axis. And since we've hidden the axis, we don't really see that, but we're going to move on. For the layout, I don't really want these borders, the blue border around it. Get rid of that. I don't need this sales label. That's actually part of the caption. So get rid of that. So we have kind of a cleaner look here. We don't really need this label. It's also redundant. So that's over there in dimensions to show the label. So we hit OK. And I just want to move this a little bit and wait till I see that crosshair. Click and drag it. Since I don't have the border around it, it's harder to tell where to grab it from. And we can make it whatever size we want to make it. So that's creating a basic chart in both Tableau and Qlikview. Okay, so we've created a basic chart in both Tableau and Qlikview. I'm sure you could already see some of the differences between the two tools, and I'm going to highlight some of those differences in my next video and talk about why they might be important to you or to your business. So stay tuned for that. Thanks.